Tonight at 6 o'clock, tens of thousands of Hoosiers right now are living at risk of eviction. The federal moratorium expired in August, and now many benefits are also running out. This is putting additional pressure on local shelters and advocates. And as our Lauren Kostick found out tonight, the winter months could bring an even larger demand for help.
Last winter, homeless shelters saw an unprecedented amount of people due to the pandemic, even using hotels for more space.
Even with that help, our numbers were still kind of through the roof.
And this winter, things could get worse. Many of the safety nets put in place to help struggling Hoosiers are gone, including the eviction moratorium.
A lot of those benefits and things that we had help with are starting to run out.
The director of the men's shelter at Wheeler's Mission said they aren't seeing a noticeable increase yet, but do expect one. Currently, they're up 40 to 50 people compared to this time last year.
By the time individuals get to Wheeler Mission, I mean, they've just ran out of every other option possible, right? So it's kind of like that last step.
And Wheeler doesn't want that last step not to be available. So they are preparing by adding more beds and space.
Trying to get to a place where we just feel comfortable and safe, knowing that anything can happen. And if anything happens, we don't want to be scrambling around, especially with the pandemic and spacing and things like that.
This grant app today. Okay.
And it's not just shelters expecting an influx, but also advocates who are trying to connect tenants to resources.
We just can't get the word out enough.
Family Promise of Hamilton County helps connect the dots for those at risk or experiencing eviction. After the moratorium ended, their calls tripled.
So it has dramatically increased.
They worry in the next few months there will be more families than they can serve.
Our concern, especially now, is even greater in how we're going to serve all those families and those kids.
With shelters being the last resort, advocates are working tirelessly to get funds to Hoosiers, so when winter hits, everyone has a warm place to stay.
Thank you, Lauren. Now, if you happen to be at risk of eviction, or perhaps you know someone who's struggling, we have a link to resources all around Central Indiana that are there to help. All you have to do is go to WTHR.com.